Valeria Terlin, the Living Tarot Book Series. This series of books is a step-by-step journey into the tarot system built on clarity, internal logic, and symbolic depth. It introduces the reader to the history and philosophy of the cards, their structural foundations, practical layouts, and the art of teaching tarot to others. Each book adds a new level of understanding, gradually revealing the tarot as a universal visual language of symbols, a living system that speaks directly to the consciousness and intuition. A short overview of the books in the Living Tarot series. Below, you will find a brief description of each book in the series. This overview will help you clearly see the stages of the journey we will take together and the different dimensions of the tarot system we will explore, from first contact and symbolic perception to mastery, integration, and transmission of knowledge. Book 1. Tarot as a Path. Meaning, History and Origins of Tarot. This is your very first meeting with tarot, like taking a first step into a new world. Here we discuss symbols and archetypes and the subtle mechanism behind why tarot feels so accurate. Instead of memorizing fixed meanings, this book invites you to discover the philosophy behind tarot and to understand what intuitive reading truly is. We explore the history of the cards, untangle myths and fears, and most importantly, begin to feel that tarot is not fortune-telling. It is a language, a way the universe speaks to us. Book 2 is about astrology, numerology, and symbolism in tarot. In this book, we explore the secret keys behind the tarot. Each of the 22 major arcana is linked to a planet, a zodiac sign, or a number, forming an invisible connection between tarot and other ancient sciences. Astrology and numerology help us see deeper. A card is not just an image, but part of a large cosmic code. Some cards carry the energy of Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Others carry the structure of the number 4, stability, foundation, order. To make the theory come alive, the book includes simple practical exercises, matching cards with planets, signs, or numbers, and seeing how their meaning shifts through symbolism. Book 3. The Major Arcana. The Path of the Soul. The Major Arcana are 22 powerful cards that describe the main stages of human life. They hold archetypes and inner characters that live inside each of us. The child discovering the world, the teacher sharing wisdom, the sage searching for truth, the wanderer walking their own path. Here we meet the Major Arcana as living beings. Through stories, myths, and psychology, each card becomes a part of your personal inner journey. This book helps you understand yourself deeper and see that all of us go through the same soul stages, but in our own time and in our own way. Book 4. The Minor Arcana. Elements and Structure. This is the foundation, the part you cannot skip if you want to truly read tarot. We take the minor arcana apart step by step. What the numbers from ace to 10 really mean. How the 4 elements, water, air, earth, and fire, shape the 4 suits. You will not memorize meanings yet. First, you learn to feel the system. Numbers show how events grow, and elements show the direction of movement. This book reveals the logic behind what at first seems like a chaotic collection of cards. Book 5. Cups. Emotions, Feelings, and Connection. Cups are the suit of water, and water can be soft like a stream or wild like the sea. Our emotions are the same. Each cup card reflects an emotional stage of life, from first affection, inspiration, and joy to deep love, vulnerability, and forgiveness. We talk about love, friendship, bonding, letting go, and how we relate to others and ourselves. Cups tell the stories of the heart, and the more we understand them, the clearer the language of our emotions becomes. Book 6. Swords, the Mind, Conflict, and Growth Through Challenge. Swords are sharp like thought. They can hurt, but they reveal truth. These are cards of trials, difficult conversations, honesty with oneself. They show fears, doubts, inner arguments, and tough decisions we sometimes must make. But inside every sword, there is also a gift. Through challenges, we gain clarity and inner strength. This book teaches how pain and conflict can become steps toward wisdom and growth. Book 7. Pentacles. Matter, Values, Abundance. Pentacles belong to the element of earth. This suit is about everything that makes our life stable and real: the body, health, home, work, money, and everyday routines. But behind all this lies something deeper: how we relate to what we have. Pentacles teach us to see value in simple things, in self-care, in creating comfort, in using money in a way that brings joy instead of stress. This suit shows that the spiritual path is not only about meditation, it's also about how we organize our day, how we manage our resources, and how we build a foundation for the future. Book 8. Wands, Desire, Energy, and Creative Fire. Wands are the suit of fire. They speak about our desires, dreams, and the force that pushes us forward. Every card shows how inspiration appears and what helps us start new things. Wands teach that inner energy is a gift, but it needs guidance: when to act boldly and when to pause so you don't burn out. This book helps you understand where your inner fire comes from and how to keep it alive while you move toward your goals. Book 9. Court Cards, Personalities and Roles. Court cards are the most alive cards in the whole deck. They can represent real people in your life: friends, family, co-workers, partners. But their meaning goes much deeper than that. Sometimes they show situations we find ourselves in. Other times they reflect the roles we play: a student, a mentor, a leader, an inspiration for others. In this book, you'll learn to understand the personality of each court card, to see not just a symbol, but a living character. This makes readings clearer and helps you understand both events and people more deeply. Book 10. Tarot Theory, The Grammar of the Cards. Every language has rules. We put words together to create sentences and stories. Tarot has its own rules too. Here, we explore what creates the language of the cards: colors and their mood, body positions and gestures, the direction of the gaze, important symbols, and even how elements are placed on the card. All of this works like words and punctuation in a sentence. This book helps you understand that tarot speaks not only through meanings, but also through visual hints. You will learn to read the cards as a whole, as if the universe is speaking to you through its secret language of images. Book 11. How to Read Spreads and See Connections. Once you know the cards and understand their language, it's time to learn how to put them into spreads. We start with simple layouts, 3 cards, the cross, and gradually move to more complex spreads. You'll learn what each position means, how to ask the right question, and how to interpret the answer that appears from the whole spread. Cards never speak alone. They interact. You'll learn to hear these dialogues, how one card strengthens another, how they contradict each other, or how they create a surprising story. Through examples, you'll see that card combinations say far more than single cards ever could. This book is a practical guide to spreads, combinations, and intuitive reading. You'll learn to hear the voice of tarot and read full stories, where the answer is always hidden. Book 12, Tarot Expert, The Path of the Practitioner. This book is about becoming a true master of tarot. We explore how to strengthen your intuition, how to conduct readings, how to support people during their personal questions. We talk about the real challenges practitioners face, mistakes, doubts, emotional fatigue. We also discuss ethics, boundaries, honesty, and self-care, the qualities that make a practitioner stable and wise. This book shows that tarot is not only for helping others, it also helps you grow. Book 13, Teaching Tarot, Passing the Wisdom On. Once you've walked your own tarot path and become a master, a new stage begins, sharing your knowledge with others. This book explores how to teach tarot, how to design lessons and courses, how to help students understand the cards, how to inspire them and build trust. We also touch on practical things, how to organize your teaching in a way that works for you and your students, and how to turn it into a stable, meaningful practice. This book is about becoming a mentor, someone who leads others along their path. You'll learn to hear the voice of tarot and read full stories where the answer is always hidden. Book 14, The Secrets of Tarot and Esoteric Wisdom. The final book of the series explores how tarot connects with other esoteric systems. Tarot never stands alone. It's woven into astrology, numerology, mythology, alchemy, psychology, and many other traditions that help us understand ourselves on a deeper level. Each system looks at the same human journey from a different angle, but always toward the same core, the inner path of the soul. Tarot shows what is happening now and where the situation may move. Other ancient systems explain why it is happening, what energies are involved, and what lessons are ready to open. By combining tarot with other esoteric knowledge, we get a fuller picture. Tarot shows the path, movement, and choice. Astrology and mythology show cosmic patterns. Numerology reveals rhythms and number connections. Psychology uncovers inner motives. Alchemy shows the transformation of the soul. This book explores how these systems enrich each other and create a deeper, more meaningful understanding of life. It invites you to see tarot as a living language, one that touches other fields of wisdom and enters into dialogue with them, opening your life to a wider, richer, and wiser perspective.